Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the best money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself millions upon millions of dollars in no time. And in total, I will be covering 5 different money methods all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But now let's get into the very first money method. Alright, for the first one, we are going to be playing the returning Cayo Perico Motor Wars adversary mode, which this week is actually paying double money plus double RP. So to start this, it's very simple. First, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and then adversary mode. Then you'll see it right here at the very top, there's only one. As I said, this game mode will be paying double money plus double RP this entire week, so go ahead and start it. Once you load in, the way this game mode works is pretty simple to understand, especially for anyone who played the original Motor Wars game mode. It is basically the same thing in this map, just of course on the Cayo Perico island. So it's a way bigger map, but all we are doing is dropping down from a cargo bob and then landing. Once we land, we then have to try our best to get all of the best weapons and also vehicles possible to then use to take out all of the other teams around the map. That's right, because that is pretty much the entire goal of this game mode. All we need to do is take out all of the other teams other than ours, of course, to make sure our team is the last alive to win the entire round. And as I was just saying, the best way to make sure your team is going to win almost every time during this game mode is to make sure you have good weapons and also a good vehicle to be using while you are going around the map. Anyway though, once you end up winning the entire match, here's how much money you'll get paid. You can see right here, I was the match winner and I got paid a total of $53,000 and also 4,200 RP on top. Which honestly is pretty good money and RP, especially considering I was in this match for under 10 minutes and also that literally anyone watching could start this money method. For the second money method, I will now be showing you how to make $253,000 in only 3 minutes. If you want to do this, first open up the pause menu and come over to this exact location in the Pacific Bluffs where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu. Then come all the way up here to where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. Then from here, whenever you are ready, simply click right D-pad to start the HSW time trial and follow the waypoint all the way down this little part of the mountain. Once all the way down, it'll tell you to take a right on the street, but do not take a right. You actually want to take a left and start going all the way down this part of the street. Then you'll notice it gives you a whole new waypoint to start following, so just like it shows us on the waypoint, all we need to do is follow that waypoint the entire way through, trying our best to go as fast as possible while also dodging traffic. And trust me, this week's HSW time trial route is not hard to follow whatsoever. As long as you do those 2 things I just mentioned, you shouldn't have any problems getting over to the destination in time. Which once you do beat the HSW time trial in time, here's how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $253,000 in just over 3 minutes of beating a very easy time trial. Just make sure you do it by this week. Alright, so getting into the third money method, this is going to involve the Cayo Perico heist, since this week it's actually giving you the Panther statue on your very first time attempting the Cayo Perico heist only for this week in GTA 5 Online. Which this is something you definitely want to take advantage of. So to start this, all you want to do is enter inside the Kosatka, then walk up to your heist planning board to click right D-pad and pay the $100,000 to start the Cayo Perico heist. Once you start the heist, you'll of course need to start the gather intel mission first, which is going to be the mission where you have to go over to the Cayo Perico island and scope the entire island for secondary target loot and also for what's in the compound. Which, as you will see, the primary target is going to be the Panther statue, which is the highest value primary target you could possibly get during this heist. And if you are somebody who would like to see my guide on how to complete the Cayo Perico heist as a solo player while also earning the most possible money, then make sure you click the video that you see on the top right corner of your screen right now. because I won't be going fully over it since I of course already have that guide that I mentioned, but the main reason I was mentioning it in this Money Methods video is because as you'll see after you complete the Cayo Perico heist for your first time this week, you'll actually earn $100,000 and also unlock the L Strickler hat, which is going to be for completing this week's weekly challenge. Which, as you can see right here, once you open up the interaction menu and check where it says challenges and weekly challenge, that is going to be to complete one Cayo Perico heist, which I just completed. Anyway though, getting into the fourth money method now, we are going to be doing the buried stashes on the Cayo Perico island, which this week are actually giving out double money plus double RP. If you don't know what these are, basically whenever you are scoping out the Cayo Perico island, if you open up the pause menu, you'll see these two white question marks. These are going to be the buried stashes. Which to find them, it is very simple. You of course want to go over to that white circle radius, and once you enter inside, you'll see you have the option to use the metal detector while in the area. So once you are using the metal detector, you'll see a whole bunch of blue bars start to appear. And of course, it is pretty self-explanatory. The more blue bars that are appearing, the closer you are getting to where the buried stash is located. Which once you do find it, it is pretty simple to spot with your eyes because it is just a pile of sand, and once you see it, go up to it to click right D-pad to unlock the buried stash, and you'll see after you'll get paid a total of $50,000. But like it says on the screen, that is only 1 out of 2 buried stashes collected, so let me now go over to my second location. Once again, we are doing the exact same thing, just going around the entire area with the metal detector to find the pile of sand. Once you find it, go up to it to then click right D-pad. Then after going through that cutscene of you unburying the stash, you'll get paid another $50,000 just like so. So after collecting both, you'll earn $100,000, and you can actually do this every single day this entire week in GTA 5 Online. Alright, but finally getting into the fifth and final money method, I will now be showing you how to make $101,000 in only 1 minute. That's right, if you want to do this, first open up the pause menu, then come over to this exact location at the Elysian Island where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest motorcycle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu and go over here to where the checkpoint is at to simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, click right D-pad to start the time trial, and luckily this week's time trial route is pretty simple to follow. The only thing we need to make sure we are careful of is all of the oncoming traffic. But trust me, as long as you are following that waypoint the entire way through, going somewhat fast while also dodging traffic, making sure you do not crash, you should have been able to beat the time trial in time with no problems. Which once you do complete it, as I said, you'll get paid that $101,000 in just over 1 minute of beating a very simple time trial. Just make sure you do it by this week, of course. And yeah, like I said, that was going to be the very last money method of today's video. You officially know all of the best money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself lots of money in no time. As always, if you went on to enjoy the video and you still haven't already, please do me a favor by going down below and dropping a like on the video before you click off. And if you aren't, make sure you also hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you never miss out on a future GTA 5 Online video just like this one from me. So with all that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.